Hey retro fans, welcome back to Retro Crunch, the nostalgia show that is all about current news that relates to all things 70s, 80s, and 90s. With all the radical shows out right now that are set in the 80s, we thought it would be a great time to make a list. And today we're counting down the top 10 current TV shows about the 80s that you need to be watching right now. But before we start, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss all our current news and great retro topics. And now, let's start off the list. Coming in at number 10 is This Is Us. Technically, it only partially takes place in the 80s, but it came out the gate as a huge success and really does a great job of portraying the 80s lifestyle in the flashbacks.
Door of a fire station. I'm your biological son. If you think I'm gonna forgive you, I don't. Screw you.
The show is non-linear and touches on the past and present of the lives of 3 siblings. 2 of them are biological and the other one is adopted. The second season of the series will air on NBC on September 26, 2017. Number 9 on the list is REDOAKS. This series tells the story of a young tennis player who works at the prestigious and exclusive REDOAKS Country Club during the summer between his sophomore and junior years of college in the 1980s.
Barry here is a freelance photographer.
I'm trying to convince Goldilocks here to pose for me sometime. Nice to meet you, Doug.
David.
Big whoop.
REDOAKS is a comedy web television series by Amazon Studios. The full first season was released on Amazon Video on October 9th, 2015, and Amazon announced on January 30th, 2017 that the series was renewed for a third and final season. At number 8, we have Narcos. Season 1 chronicles the life of Pablo Escobar from the late 1970s, when he first began manufacturing cocaine, and continues on to July 1992.
Escobar Gaviria, haciendo negocios, así que pues fresco. Ustedes eligen plata o plomo.
Narcos tells the true life story of the growth and spread of drug cartels selling cocaine across the globe and pursuing efforts of law enforcement to meet them head on in brutal, bloody conflict. You can catch the current seasons in their entirety on Netflix. Our number 7 pick, Deutschland 83, might catch some off guard. It is an 8-episode German television series starring Jonas Ney as a 24-year-old native of East Germany who in 1983 is sent to the West as an undercover spy for the foreign intelligence agency of the Stasi called the HVA. Number 6 is The Americans. This is an American 80s period drama television series created by Joe Weisberg for the FX television network. Set in the early 1980s during the Cold War, The Americans is the story of Elizabeth and Philip Jennings.
Defecting to America?
America's not so bad. What's happening?
The president's been shot.
Is that what you care
No,
about?
I care about everything.
Not the motherland.
They are 2 Soviet KGB officers posing as an American married couple living in the Northern Virginia suburbs of Washington, D.C., along with their children Paige and Henry, and their neighbor Stan Beeman, an FBI agent who works in counterintelligence. The 10-episode 6th and final season is slated to air in 2018.
Don't miss.
Our pick at number 5 is Snowfall. This crime drama from John Singleton explores the origins of the Los Angeles 1980s crack epidemic, and it premiered July 5th on FX. Set in 1983 Los Angeles, the series revolves around the first crack epidemic and its impact on the culture of the city. The series follows the stories of several characters whose lives are doomed to intersect. They are a 19-year-old drug dealer, a Mexican luchador, a CIA operative, and the daughter of a Mexican crime boss. And number 4 is Glow. This Netflix comedy tells the lightly fictionalized story of the women who starred in the cult hit all-female pro wrestling TV show Glow that aired for 4 seasons in the 1980s.
Hello, ladies. I'm Sam Sylvia, and this is Glow.
Sorry, what's Glow?
Gorgeous ladies of wrestling.
Set in Los Angeles in 1985, Ruth Wilder, a struggling actress, auditions along with dozens of other women in a fledgling professional wrestling promotion called the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. She is at odds with Glow's director Sam Sylvia due to her tendency to overreact. When Ruth's best friend, former soap opera actress Debbie Egan, arrives at the ring, their confrontation promises to either make or break the show. At number 3, we have Halt and Catch Fire. This cult hit AMC series is set in the 1980s and dramatizes the personal computing boom through the eyes of a visionary, an engineer, and a prodigy whose innovations directly confront the corporate behemoths of the time.
Making cold calls.
I'm not in the mood.
Pitching from a brochure.
Why don't you go blow dry your hair some more?
Reverse engineer an IBM PC with me.
Their personal and professional partnerships will be challenged by greed and ego while charting their changing culture in the Texas Silicon Prairie. The number 2 spot goes to Goldbergs. A show based on its creator's childhood, The Goldbergs is set in a small Pennsylvania town in the 1980s. The show leans hard on the decade's most awkward moments, like tracksuits and hideous matching outfits. The Goldbergs is an American sitcom that premiered on Tuesday, September 24, 2013 on ABC. It is based on Goldberg's childhood and family in the 1980s, complete with a childhood version of himself.
What the hell is this?
It's a locket. It's got my picture inside, so you can always have your mother near your heart.
The 4th season premiered on September 21st, 2016, and in May 2017, ABC renewed the series for a 5th and 6th season. And the number 1 pick, Stranger Things. Set in 1980s Indiana, science fiction horror thriller Stranger Things plays on many cultural elements of the decade, such as Stephen King's novels and Spielberg's films like E.T. In Hawkins, Indiana, a young boy vanishes into thin air while cycling home one night. As friends, family, and local police search for answers, they are drawn into an extraordinary mystery involving top-secret government experiments, terrifying supernatural forces, monsters, and one very strange little girl. Stranger Things will be returning for Season 2 on October 27th on Netflix. So, after seeing my list, do you agree with my picks? I'd like to know which ones you thought should have made the list, or that I should be looking out for. Let me know in the comments section down below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And for more great retro news and fun, be sure to visit often. Thanks for watching Retro Crunch, and I'll see you in the next video.